Hello and welcome to this part of the pond where it's the Bullfrog, and I just finished watching Quiet Place Day 1. The story is the prequel to the first two Quiet Place movies, and this movie is about a cancer patient surviving the alien invasion. And that's really the main story, the whole thing. And I'm not trying to say it's basic and pathetic. No, I'm just saying there it is. That's everything you need to know. Is it bad or good? Well, let's get into it. This is a pawn shot, and for pawn shots, we begin with the cons. The cons, I realize how ironic this sounds from me feeding a cat that has a bad leg, but the cons of A Quiet Place Day 1 is the same con as I have for The Meg. Let the animal die. Again, I see the irony here, but let it die. Damn! That was my biggest pet peeve throughout the whole movie. And do characters make dumb decisions? Yeah, absolutely. But as Geico says,
if you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do.
So, it's a stereotypical horror film. That's the cons. Now, for the pros of A Quiet Place Day 1 is the acting. I'm fresh for a family reunion activity, and I'm not going to remember one's names off the top of my head, but the main actress, she is giving it her all. I think A Quiet Place Day 1 has probably the best acting than anything in the franchise. She's amazing, everyone is doing good, and if there's any reason why you want to watch the movie, it's her. She is spectacular.
Thank you, thank you.
And speaking of spectacular, the monsters, they're really good. We've seen them of what they can do, but now we're seeing them in greater numbers. Good idea. We've seen one or two throughout the whole movies. Now we've seen them in the hundreds. I like it. And the music and sound, glorious. And they still keep the environment. What I mean is, the movie theater was silent. No one wanted to make a sound because they would be terrified. I know because when my brother-in-law hiccuped, my sister jumped out of her seat because there was noise. You did good, you're keeping it up. I like it.
Chef's kiss?
What would I rate it? Well, on a scale from 1 out of 7, I give it a 5. The first movie just set a high bar that it's going to be hard to match. And until someone can come with a better script or better story, it's going to be hard to topple. But until that time comes, this is the Bullfrog signing out. Can only do that in one take.